Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Hacker Stacker channel. Whenever I talk to someone who has just started stacking or is interested in getting started, I always get the same question. Should I stack silver, gold, or both? And if both, how much of each? First off, it's very important to know there is no magic number that covers everybody. That number doesn't exist. But I do temper my answer is there is no one single best answer. And while I say that, I do suggest the following strategy as one option. And that is, for every dollar you spend on silver, you spend $1 on gold. Meaning you divide your budget between the two, gold and silver, equally. Now, I'm not saying every time you go out and buy precious metals, you divide your amount of money in half and buy exactly the same dollar amount of gold and silver. That's not going to happen. What I'm saying is you can't purchase the exact same amount of gold and silver with the same amount of money. So here are a few variations of a stacking strategy that I'm talking about. And they work pretty much the same way. And the variations will be when you buy silver and gold. For this demonstration, let's assume you get paid every 2 weeks and you have enough funds available at each pay period after you pay all your normal bills, your housing, your insurance, your utilities, what have you. You have enough left over to purchase 2 ounces of silver. So every 4 weeks, you're able to stack 4 ounces of silver. Folks, I appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos, so be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell to get notifications on new content. It's only with your support this channel can continue to grow. In this first example, you will be buying 2 ounces of silver every 2 weeks. Let's use a 60-to-1 gold to silver ratio here. I realize at the time of this video it's getting closer to 50-to-1, but 60-to-1 makes it easy to follow the math in your head. So we're going to go with that. Your first pay period nets you 2 ounces. 2 weeks later, you buy another 2 ounces. 4 weeks in, you buy another 2 ounces. Not bad, huh? True, it doesn't look like much, but you have to start somewhere. The following pay period, you purchase another 2. And week 8 brings you another 2. Now it looks like you're getting somewhere. But week 10 brings you a different purchase. Given the gold to silver ratio is 60-to-1, this means 6 ounces of silver is equal roughly in price to a 1/10 ounce of gold. So you go into your bullion dealer, you take 4 ounces of silver and enough money to buy another 2, and you use that to purchase your 1/10 ounce of gold. You are left with 6 ounces of silver, a 1/10 ounce of gold, both of which are roughly the same dollar amount. I know some of you are going to say trading one metal for another means you paid a premium to get the silver, and you're likely to get short of spot when you trade it in, meaning you're taking a loss at both ends of that transaction. You paid more than spot to get it, and then you receive less than spot when you trade it in. I totally get that. So here's the variation of that same process spread out a little bit different. Your first pay period nets you 2 ounces. Your next pay period, you take the funds that you would spend on 2 ounces and you set it aside. Your third pay period gets you 2 ounces. Your next pay period, you take the money that will buy 2 ounces. Your next pay period, you purchase your 5th and 6th ounce. And then your next purchase is you will take the money that you have set aside with the money that you're going to buy the next 2 ounces of silver, and instead use that to buy your 1/10 ounce of gold. And at this point, your stack basically has the same amount of silver and gold as it does in the first example. Of course, this example only works when the gold to silver ratio is 60-to-1. If that number increases or decreases, you can adjust your purchases accordingly. Because the spot prices of silver and gold inevitably change along with the gold to silver ratio, and the total spot value of your stack may not necessarily remain equal. Depending on if one skyrockets and the other remains steady, or one may drop out of proportion to the other, the fact that you've spent equal amounts of dollars for both is what's key here. Another option is to reverse that strategy. You save your money first, buy gold first, and then start stacking your silver. Or you buy your gold, buy silver, save money, buy silver, save money, buy silver, and then use your funds to buy yet another 10th ounce of gold. Any variation of this will work. Remember, stacking is not a sprint. It is a marathon. You're in it for the long haul. The finish line isn't within view. It's far out over the horizon. But keep stacking, you'll get there. So until then, stack what you like what you stack, keep on stacking, and we'll see you in the next video.